diesem internationalen Forum zu sprechen. Es ist mir eine große Ehre. Das Thema der heutigen Veranstaltung entspricht ganz einem weltweiten Trend. Es gibt den Trend ausländischer Investitionstätigkeit in den Regionen und nicht mehr nur in den Zentralorten. In vielen Orten, die als etablierte Wirtschaftszentren gelten, rückt die Investitionstätigkeit in Regionen zunehmend in den Fokus unternehmerischer Aufmerksamkeit.
We can say that right now we are paying more and more attention to the entrepreneurs can see the potential, and they understand what potential they receive through working not in certain centers, but in the regions. So many investors really believe that regions can provide better conditions and they can give them higher profit. Well, of course it is well understood that an investor can profit and the region itself can profit. They can create new jobs, they can receive more budgetary revenues, and we can receive profit from also information infrastructure development. And that all leads to increase in the life quality, and the regional economy is also enhancing. So that is why, in order to become attractive for foreign investors, a region has to create rightful conditions, beneficial conditions. And this is perhaps the main task that is standing before the regional authorities. Investors have to be absolutely sure that the capital they are going to invest into the region, this capital would not be lost. They will have the return on it, and they have to be sure that there will be economic growth in the region they are investing in, and all the decisions have to be made really quickly. Investors are looking for dividends. Investors are, of course, interested in profits. So that is why for them fundamentally important is receiving profits. They don't want to waste time on solving regulatory issues. Administrative barriers, of course, should not be out there. And I understand that right now we can talk of the creation of ombudsman posts in the Russian Federation shows that Russian Federation is very interested in developing better conditions. And right now we can also talk about Russian Federation membership in WTO, which would surely also impact favorably the situation. If I move to the Austrian experience and compare it to the situation in the Russian Federation, my experience as the head of the government of Upper Austria, and Upper Austria is the third biggest territory in Austria. We have 1,400,000 people. We have about 30% of industrial power concentrated in the region. So, judging by my experience, I can say that if you have the right investment climate, in this case, all the municipalities, even rural communities, they are getting very interesting for investors to come. So it is very important when you say an investment climate that this is the right signal that shows that the authorities are interested in increasing investment attractiveness for foreigners. And so when you work on your conditions, you actually invest in your region. You invest non-material resources. So let me get to the Upper Austria region. We have unique experience in developing education, health institutions. We made it a center of investments in order to make it the most favorable one for foreign investors in Austria. Well, so we concentrate, we make focus on exports, and you know we are situated in the very heart of Europe, and we consider ourselves a bridge between north and south, east and west. Upper Austria is especially interested in the development of their international relations. For me, it is very important. For example, when I came here to Moscow, when I was invited by Mr. Löffle, I came to Moscow, and I came here with a group of very large businessmen from Austria. So over the last years, we have become a very well-developed region, and our businessmen, of course, contributed the most to this growth. And right now, they are also in our delegation. Dr. Trauman is the head of the economy chamber of Upper Austria. As you know, when the Iron Curtain fell, after the Iron Curtain fell in 1998, the Upper Austria which was actually situated quite far from the Russian Federation, still decided to make a bridge to these countries. So right now we are exporting, we have a really large share of export. About 30% of Austrian export actually comes from Upper Austria. We have very high employment growth ratio. We have rather low unemployment. And I believe this is also a contribution of our businessmen to the development of our region. So we have a number of sectors, industrial sectors presented in our region, and the leading ones you can see right now on this slide. And Upper Austria local authorities, of course, support these industries, trying to create the most favorable conditions for these industrial sectors, creating a network of innovative solutions that actually help businessmen to develop their enterprises. So we concentrate in the 6 major fields of research. So here we talk about life sciences, light constructions and innovation materials, logistics, mechatronics and process automation, information and communication technologies, and of course energy. I can say that we have really highly qualitative analysts and researchers working in these spheres. We are also occupying one of the leading places according to the number of patents that are being, for which we have applications and which are registered in Austrian Bureau. If we compare Upper Austria to many of the Russian regions, well, Upper Austria is quite small from the point of view of territory, but still we have really huge high-tech potential in many sectors. Here we talk about automotive, chemistry sector, shipbuilding, agriculture. And I believe that certain so-called soft factors are playing more and more important role in attracting industry to our region. And we have to consider that not only from the point of view of entrepreneurs and businessmen, but also from the point of view of employers. A decision when somebody decides to deploy an enterprise in a certain region, of course that influences all the people who are going to be employed at this enterprise. And so the policy has to be concentrated. Well, if we talk about human resources, possibilities of receiving proper education, cultural aspects, of course we pay attention to all these factors. Right now you can see the picture. This is Upper Austria. You can find multiple pictures of Upper Austria on the internet, for example. They're really great. And we are a great region. We are great not only in our landscapes, but also in our economic development. And I can say that our trading with Russia is increasing right now. And the export volumes are about 3 billion euros. And right now, Russia is among the largest our export targeted markets. And we not only trade with Russia, we also invest in the Russian Federation. Right now, our Austrian firms have invested about 6 billion euros into Russian enterprises, into Russian projects. And since those investments go not only to Moscow but also to regions, and for me this is a signal that Austrian companies, Austrian participants of the market, they see the potential of the Russian economy and they know how to use the opportunities that are out there. And once again, I would like to say that in Russia you have huge opportunities. Unfortunately, I'm very restricted in time and I cannot give you very thorough information about the projects that are being considered. But after my presentation at this forum, we have here representative. We have in Moscow a branch of one of our countries here in Moscow, and I'm going to visit it after this forum. Austrian enterprises are very successful in preparing, also in participating in Olympic projects in Sochi. About 2 weeks ago, we received information finally about the cities that are going to host the World Cup. And I can say that about a very important segment, a very important share of infrastructure for the year 2018 will have to be created. And I really would like Austrian enterprises to participate in these projects. And also would like to wish to the Russian regions the best of luck. And I would like to say thank you again for the opportunity to present my speech here. Thank you very much.